And news now from the NCA. Money Desk Rapiwa Madzena joining us. Hi, Rapiwa. So picking up on that story in the headlines, the IMF highlighting that recovery is going to be uneven across the globe, but emerging market economies are going to be in particularly difficult times.
That's right, Sally, and that means the vaccine rollout program in emerging markets is going to be all important. But the IMF are highlighting that South African economy is likely to grow by 3.1% this year, following last year's 7% contraction. The upwardly revised forecast remains below the Reserve Bank's 2.8% projection. The global lender warns that recovery won't be even across the globe and will depend on the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccines. But the latest World Economic Outlook report says even with high uncertainty about the path of the pandemic, a way out of the health and economic crisis is increasingly visible. It says emerging market economies, including South Africa and low-income developing countries, are expected to suffer more significant medium-term losses due to the pandemic. The IMF believes that growth will be at around 6% this year.
So that's why we emphasize that now it's important for countries to take a tailored approach, which is specific to where they are in terms of the speed of their recovery and in terms of country-specific characteristics. For instance, how much do you rely on tourism, because we know that that's going to be affected for a longer period. A second policy implication is that support should be well-targeted, because this is obviously a pandemic that has gone on for much longer than one might have expected, and support will be needed for a while. So to be able to flexibly respond to providing support, if in case there are future waves of this pandemic, you need to have well-targeted measures so that you have the space to provide the support.